Hello, you've been living in France for a few months or many years. You are from the USA. We are involved in a project entitled Working and Living in France as a foreigner, and we wish to ask you a few questions about how you get along with the French lifestyle and what you had to do to work and live legally in France. What's your name?
My name is Kelsey Nuttall.
How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
Where are you from?
I'm from Michigan in the United States.
What's your occupation?
I'm a student.
How long have you been living in Strasbourg?
I've been living in Strasbourg for about 4 months.
Did you know how to speak French before moving in France?
No, I didn't.
What was the initial purpose of your stay in France?
To learn French and to experience the culture from my school.
Do you have family in France?
No, not at all.
Where do you live precisely in Strasbourg?
I live next to the Stade de Domino with a host family.
So, do you live in a host family? And
Was it easy for you to find accommodation?
Yep, I did everything through my university.
what official papers did you have to get or to show in order to rent or buy your home?
All I had to do was fill out a survey about my preferences in terms of the family, if I wanted my family to have kids or pets, or if I had allergies, or how I felt about them smoking, things like that. And then they placed me with a family that was willing to take a student.
What administrative red tape did you have to take care of before leaving your hometown once in France?
And what public institutions did you have to go to?
I had to fill out a bunch of paperwork to apply for my visa, which was after I applied for my passport because I had never left the United States before, and so I needed a passport. And once I filled out a lot of paperwork, some of which was in French, which was scary because, like I said, I didn't speak any French, so I didn't know what I was answering. I had to go to the French consulate in Chicago. You know Chicago, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And we had to go there in person to be asked questions to apply for our visa and pay. I think it was $78 and you're supposed to go back to pick your visa up, which is a long way from my house. It's like 6 hours driving in the car. But they mailed it to me, and in France I didn't have to do that much. I'm supposed to go for a medical exam, but I think I'll probably be gone before I get summoned to do that.
Okay. What do you like most about France?
That's hard. I like how old everything is, because everything in the United States is relatively new. And I like that, sort of going along with that, I like that French has an old culture, because the culture of the United States is just, everything is new. There's not as much history, and there aren't as many traditions, and everybody comes from a different background, so it's sort of, everybody does their own thing. It's very different. And here there's a sort of a set way of doing things. It's traditional and nice.
What do you hate most about France?
Nothing. I don't hate anything. There are things that I miss, though. I miss my giant Starbucks coffees. I used to carry a coffee around with me all of the time, and here it's just a little bit of espresso. I can't do that. and sometimes people aren't very nice to me because I don't have a very good accent. But other than that, nothing.
Are there French stereotypes according to you? If yes, which ones?
Some of them are true. My family is always asking me the same thing, and I think it's so funny that people go to the bakery every day and buy a baguette and carry a baguette around. You never see people carrying baguettes around in the United States. Sometimes the personality thing throws me off. French people can be are not as friendly all of the time. They're sort of cold, I guess you could say. So that's sort of true. I think it depends on the person. I guess that's all I know.
So, do you think it's a good experience, the trip in France?
Yeah, I think I've learned a lot, and you know, we're supposed to go on study abroad for our school to change as people, and it didn't feel like I was changing as a person, but I think when I go home I'll realize that I learned a lot more and changed more than I thought I did.
Okay.
Thank you very much for answering our questions.
Thank you.